Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most beloved stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the captivating Ann Sheridan, a true screen siren of the 1930s and 40s. With her striking looks, charming on-screen presence, and undeniable talent, Ann Sheridan captivated audiences and left an indelible mark on the film industry. But before she became a household name, Ann Sheridan was just Clara Lou Sheridan, a small-town girl from Texas with big city dreams. Born on February 24, 1915, in Denton, Texas, Ann grew up in a close-knit family that valued education, community, and the arts. Her father, George Sheridan, was a successful businessman and member of the Denton Rotary Club, while her mother, Lula Sheridan, was a homemaker and active in the Women's Christian Temperance Union. The Sheridans were known for their hospitality, often hosting dinner parties and social gatherings at their home, which became a hub for local intellectuals, artists, and musicians. As a child, Ann spent her summers playing in the nearby woods, exploring the Trinity River, and helping out on her family's farm, where they raised cattle and grew their own vegetables. These idyllic summers would later influence her down-to-earth personality and inform her portrayals of strong, independent women on screen. Ann's parents encouraged her love of music and drama, and she began taking piano lessons at the age of 6. She also developed a passion for reading, devouring books by authors like Jane Austen and the Bronte sisters. After graduating from Denton High School in 1932, Ann attended the North Texas State Teachers College, now the University of North Texas, where she studied music and drama. However, her time at college was short-lived, as she soon became restless, feeling that her true calling lay in the world of entertainment. In 1933, Ann left college and moved to Dallas, where she began working as a secretary and modeling part-time for local department stores. It was during this period that Ann's big city dreams began to take shape. She would often sneak into the local cinema, watching movies starring her idols, such as Greta Garbo and Clara Bow. These film stars became her role models, inspiring her to pursue a career in Hollywood. And it was in Dallas, surrounded by the vibrant energy of the city, that Ann's journey to stardom truly began. As we explore Ann's early life, we see the makings of a talented and determined individual, shaped by her family, community, and experiences. From her small-town roots to her big city aspirations, Ann Sheridan's story is one of passion, perseverance, and creativity. As Ann settled into her new life in Hollywood, she found herself surrounded by the glamour and excitement of the film industry. She was signed to a 7-year contract with Paramount Pictures, which provided her with a steady income and access to top-notch directors, writers, and co-stars. However, Ann soon realized that the studio system was highly competitive, and she would have to fight for meaningful roles and recognition. One of Ann's earliest breaks came when she was cast in the 1934 film Search for Beauty, a romantic comedy directed by Earl C. Kenton. The movie was a moderate success, but it helped establish Ann as a promising young actress with a charming on-screen presence. She went on to appear in a string of films throughout the 1930s, including The Crusades, 1935, The Red Dragon, 1936, and Wagon Wheels, 1934. As Ann's career gained momentum, she began to take on more substantial roles, showcasing her range and versatility as an actress. In 1937, she starred in the drama The Great Garrick, opposite Brian Aherne, which earned her critical acclaim for her nuanced portrayal of a young woman torn between love and ambition. This performance marked a turning point in Ann's career as she transitioned from ingenue roles to more complex, leading lady parts. Ann's personal life was also flourishing during this period. She married film director Edward Norris in 1936, and the couple became one of Hollywood's most glamorous and beloved pairs. However, their marriage was not without its challenges, as Ann struggled to balance her career ambitions with her domestic responsibilities. As the 1940s dawned, Ann found herself at the height of her fame, starring in a series of hit films, including They Drive by Night, 1940, City for Conquest, 1940, and King's Row, 1942. Her performances were consistently praised by critics, who admired her unique blend of vulnerability, intelligence, and sex appeal. Ann's iconic roles during this period cemented her status as one of Hollywood's most popular and enduring stars. As Ann navigated the challenges and triumphs of her career, she remained committed to her craft, always striving to improve and push herself creatively. In a 1941 interview with the Los Angeles Times, she reflected on her approach to acting, saying, "I try to get inside the skin of my character, to feel what they're feeling, and to bring that emotion to the surface." This dedication to her craft earned Ann the respect and admiration of her peers, as well as a loyal following among film enthusiasts. From her early days as a contract player to her rise as a leading lady, Ann has proven herself to be a true screen siren, capable of captivating audiences with her unique blend of charm, talent, and beauty. As the 1940s progressed, Ann faced a series of challenges that would test her resolve and resilience. In 1941, she divorced her husband, Edward Norris, citing irreconcilable differences. This personal setback was followed by a decline in film offers, as the studio system began to shift its focus towards newer, younger talent. However, Ann refused to give up, using this period to recharge and refocus on her craft. In 1942, Ann married George Brent, a fellow actor and close friend, in a quiet ceremony in Las Vegas. Professionally, Ann continued to work steadily, appearing in films such as Edge of Darkness, 1943, and The Unfaithful, 1947. While these roles may not have been as high-profile as some of her earlier work, they demonstrated Ann's ability to adapt and thrive in a changing Hollywood landscape. Throughout the 1950s, Ann transitioned into television, where she found success with guest appearances on popular shows such as The Loretta Young Show and Studio One. This new medium allowed Ann to connect with audiences in a more intimate way, showcasing her talent and charisma in a fresh and exciting format. As the decade drew to a close, Ann began to slow down, choosing her projects more selectively and focusing on her personal life. In 1967, Ann was diagnosed with cancer, a devastating blow that would ultimately cut her life short. Despite this diagnosis, Ann remained courageous and determined, using her platform to raise awareness about the disease and support research efforts. Her bravery in the face of adversity inspired countless fans, who admired her strength and resilience. Ann Sheridan passed away on January 21, 1967, at the age of 51, leaving behind a legacy as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Her unique blend of charm, talent, and beauty had captivated audiences for over 3 decades, earning her a place in the hearts of film enthusiasts around the world. In a 1965 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Ann reflected on her approach to acting, saying, "I've always tried to be true to myself, to bring a sense of authenticity to my performances." From her early days as a contract player to her rise as a leading lady, Ann has inspired generations of actors, filmmakers, and fans alike. Her legacy continues to shine brightly, a reminder of the power of talent, perseverance, and dedication to one's craft. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.